This is the story time about how the lifeguards had to rescue me. This happened a couple days ago when I was on holidays. I'm just going to use fake names for my friends because I just don't want to put that online. I'm just not sure if they'd want it. Anyways, so we're going to call the friend that I was with, Ella, and then we're going to call her little sister, Mia. So we go on holidays with Ella and Mia's family like a lot. We're very, very close with them. Very close. Me and Mia are super close, and me and Ella are also super close. Anyways, Mia is a few years younger than me, and then Ella is like a year older than me. Mia is the same age as my sister. So anyways, Mia, my sister, and my brother were doing surfing lessons, and me and Ella were just swimming. And it was kind of a rough day, but it wasn't too bad. And so we were swimming in between the red and yellow flags. And if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much what the lifeguards put up to be like, this is a safe area to swim. We were swimming, we were having a lot of fun. It was kind of rough, but like, it was fine. Anyway, so we're having a lot of fun, but then we're like, hey, let's go get our bodyboard. So I go get my bodyboard, she gets her bodyboard, and then we just do some bodyboarding. Also, you have to swim between like the black and white and the red and yellow flags if you're bodyboarding. So we did that. I don't know what just happened to my voice. Anyways, so then like the rip kept pulling us like this way, so we had to keep swimming this way. And that's not a new thing to us. Like, we always have to kind of swim away from where the rip is pulling us. Like, we're used to it. But anyways, we're just trying to like swim out, get a really good wave, but it's really hard. So we're just trying to swim out to get a good spot for a good wave. So anyways, as we're swimming out, the waves keep pulling us, and like the rip keeps pulling us over to where the rocks are, which is quite dangerous. So anyways, we keep getting pulled over, and we're trying to swim over this way. And then we realize, before like obviously anyone else realizes, because we're not too far, so then we're like trying to swim over, but we couldn't. We literally could not move. We were stuck out there. So then she's here, so Ella's here, and then I'm here, and I keep getting pulled. She just kind of like can't move. She's not getting fully pulled, she just can't move. She's going more forward, but can't really move, and I'm just going bam. And also, I was not panicking at this point. She was panicking a little bit. I was just kind of like, crap. Like the whole time I pretty much wasn't panicking, which I probably should have been. But I didn't, because I thought I'd get out of the situation, which I did. Anyway, so after a long time of us trying to keep going over, and I keep getting dragged out, and she keeps kind of getting dragged out, this guy on a surfboard comes up to us, and he's like, "You're right, mate." And my friend was just like, "Oh, we're not all right. Like, can you please help us get like back in?" And then he's just like, "It's a lot easier if you've got fins, hey?" And then he comes up to me, and he's like, "You're right, mate." I'm like, "Yeah, it's just kind of hard." And then he's just like, "Just paddle." I was like, "Okay." So nothing is working, and then I like get off my board and try to swim, but like I've still got the board around my wrist, and like, but it's not really working. So anyways, this random surfing lady just called out to us and she's like, "Girls, get back on your boards, stay on your boards, keep paddling." And so everyone's just keep telling us getting on your board, but it's not working, and we can't really paddle and swim very well. So then the surfing instructor was calling out to us and he's like, "Girls, get back in, like try and swim back in." And so my friend, she said that her head kind of like turned off for a bit, because she was like, surely they wouldn't do a kid's surfing lesson where it's dangerous. My head never turned off. I just kept trying to swim over. But like, I don't know, I feel like our brains were working. We were doing everything right. That still happens. So anyways, then this guy comes out with budgie smugglers, and he's got like a surfboard, but it's like a life rescue surfboard. Because what happened was my friend Mia, her surf instructor was helping her, and then he goes, "Oh, stop, I'm gonna have to go call the lifeguards on these girls. This is dangerous." So he goes, gets lifeguards, the guy with the budgie smuggler comes, and then he's like helping us. He's like, "Here, you guys are right, grab onto my rope." I kept slipping off the board, so while they're like 3 meters in front of me, they have to go back, get me, pull me back. Also, my friend, she kept going this way, which is a good way, and I kept going, bam, out. And honestly, I just kept slipping off and not being able to grab a hold of the rope. Anyways, this lifeguard, poor guy, he was struggling. And my daddy's on the phone at this point. Like, he had been swimming out, like, near us. But he's on the phone at this point to my mum, because my mum was back up at the place that we were staying. And then my friend's mum goes, "Oh my God, is that our girls out there?" And then my dad literally just gives her the phone, jumps in the water, swims to us, trying to help the lifeguard, because we didn't know he was a lifeguard as well. Like, it was hard to tell. Trying to help the lifeguard, trying to help us, like, just get us in. Anyways, I just kept going this way. I kept slipping off. Not nice. And also, the poor guy, he's trying to just help us, but it actually kept making me cough because he kept getting all the water in my mouth as he was paddling. Anyways, so then I hear this jet, like this boat, like, boom, boom, go up. And I'm like, oh my God, this better not be for me. This better not be for me. This is way too much just for me. And then a few minutes go by, and all the surfers as well, they've been pointing at us the whole time, like, you need to help them. Like, they were pointing at us because they're like, help them. So then they get their boat, they come out to us, and then the lifeguard that was like on the board, he's like, oh, here they come. Anyways, so they like grab her, and then they pick me up, and I think the reason that they got me was because I was closer to the rocks and I was being dragged out more. So then they grabbed me, I got on the board, and my sister said, because she was on shore, I could not see the shore, by the way, like I could not see the shore. But my sister said, because she was on shore, she saw it, my legs flopped up in the air, and like, it was like weird and funny how my legs just like flopped up because I like face planted into the boat. Anyways, so then they just go and they didn't get my friend. My friend just had to like keep swimming back with the lifeguard on the board. And yeah, so she was never hateful to me about it, but she's like, why didn't they get me? Which is true, but also I think it's because she was in less danger and she was safer. But also we were worried because my dad, like, we could not see him, no one could see him. My dad was like going back while he's just trying to push the board, but he was like getting dragged out. So my friends like grab onto me, like grab my board. Anyways, so the lifeguard said to me that they'd been watching us, and yeah, like they were worried about us and they were watching us. And then anyways, got off the boat. I thanked them like a million times. I went and hugged my dad and my friend's mum, and then we just went and said thank you again. And then yeah, I feel like I definitely did skip out on a few details, but this is already 6 minutes long and I didn't want to make it too long. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and pretty much you can do everything right and this can still happen.